Hi everyone, I'm Reverend Amy Oberly.
And I'm Reverend Jinelle and Leah Frickland, and we are here at the Hope Interfaith Center, and we're about to interview Reverend Janice Hope Gorman to help propel you guys into the beautiful future that lies ahead of you, because there's lots of stuff going on in the world right now, and we at the Hope Interfaith Center offer positive guidance and just offer our very best to the world and to you guys that are watching this. And so we're gonna get started with the interview.
So we ask you to have an open heart and an open mind and just fully receive the messages. So enjoy the interview.
What is advice you can give everyone that is watching this and might be worried about what is going on in the world right now?
Thank you for that question. I want everyone to know that we are at a historical moment on the planet. And then when I tell everybody that we're not at a flux, up and down energy, we're at a energy field of change. Great change is upon us. And this is a force for change, and it is. And so we have an opportunity right now to go within and check the energetic field that is within you. What I've been told by Spirit is that we must stop talking about the epidemic of coronavirus. We must start talking about the epidemic of pure, unconditional love. And how I tell people this is that there is such a thing as consciousness technology, which means it's a dialogue with the universe. We're constantly having a dialogue with the universe. And right now we're having a dialogue with the universe, and the universe is listening to us. And so our thoughts are constantly having a dialogue with the universe, which again is consciousness technology through dialogue. Feelings is consciousness technology through dialogue. And the universe is listening to what we are saying right now. And instantly, when you are coming from your divine energy field, is that the universe will tangibly verify where you are at energetically in your body. I'm going to say that again. The universe is listening to you. It's called consciousness technology through dialogue, 24/7 with the universe, through your thoughts, through your words, and through your feelings. Immediately, the invisible world is weaving with the visible world. Immediately, the universe is going to show you a tangible reality of where you are at in your energetic field at all times. At all times. It was before the coronavirus. It is right now during what we call the coronavirus. But what I tell everybody, that there's a much bigger virus that we can bring out there. We need an epidemic of love, just pure love for everything that's going on. Historically, we were specifically made. I was telling Jinelle and Amy that we, the light workers, the star beings, however you name yourself in this great universe at this time, you were uniquely designed as the species that was meant here to be on the planet today, walking through this ring of fire. You were made specifically for this period of time, to walk through this ring of fire, to create a new reality. And that's exactly where we're at. So that's kind of a long answer to your question, but I tell everybody this is what I would tell them to do as a spiritual practice if it is not something that comes normally to you. I literally tell people to put a bag of confetti in their pocket. And we talk about it here at the Hope Interfaith Center as speak life into the world. Don't speak darkness into the world. Don't speak worry into the world. Don't speak fear into the world. Let's have an epidemic of love. Let's create a tsunami of positronic energy field. And so what I imagine and when I see people is that when I meet people who speak love into the world, when I see people who are speaking, it's like they take their hand, put it in their pocket, and throw confetti up. They're lighting a way to a new reality. They're just lighting a way to a new reality. And I prefer to stay around people who throw confetti into the air, not smoke into the mirror. I prefer to stay around, and that's what keeps me healthy. That's what keeps my immune system up, is having communion with someone, of having them throw confetti in the air every time you're with them. And our job as light workers is to throw confetti in the air. So I literally told a client of mine to get some confetti and put it in their pocket. And I lovingly challenged them that wherever they were, wherever they go to, if they hear somebody not speaking life into the world, then take your little hand, put it in your pocket, throw confetti up, and speak life into the world right now. That's so important at this time. So important.
So
Could you give us an example of like when we say speak life into the world, can you give us like one or two phrases that we could really use every day?
Yes, if you take a look at a child, I always tell people, look at children. If I told my granddaughter, we're going to go for ice cream after school, she lights up like she is eating that ice cream right at that very moment. Again, that's an example of consciousness dialogue with a tangible reality that verifies I just spoke life into her because she became joyous and happy and filled with frolic and freedom and joy. So speaking life is like waking up on a day that everyone else says, oh, it's raining again. And we would say, what a beautiful day. I'm so honored that I woke up today into this beautiful ocean of love. That's confetti throwing. That's speaking life into the ocean. It's speaking life into the air. And it's speaking life into that change. We are the world change makers, and we're changing the world with our dialogue through consciousness technology, through our thoughts. And I know that everyone's worried. I know that everyone's doubtful and fearful. But you can't claim to be a light worker at this time if indeed you're throwing darkness or smoke in the mirror. You don't really see yourself then. When you say, well, what do words have to do with it? Or when you say, how can I help the world anyways? Then you're throwing smoke in the mirror and you don't see yourself as clearly. I loved it when I received that from Spirit, that, Hope, you have to remember and teach everybody that they were uniquely, I love that word unique. It makes me cry. We were uniquely designed for this particular period that is so historical, and that we're birthing a new reality. This is a beautiful moment in life, not a time in life to be worried. And just to let you know, there's going to be a series of talks. And so what we would like to do is support you. Here at the Hope Interfaith Center, we would like to support you in this world of not recovery or discovery, but creation. We're in the process of creating this new world as we speak in this time. And there are things that people are worried about because it's going to be multiplying. But what we can do is multiply in our essence and we bring that out there. So if indeed you have any questions about what you're walking through right now, if you are walking through a ring of fire and you do have worry or you do have doubt and you are looking further for techniques or tools or deeper understanding, if you have questions that is piercing your heart and making some pain come forth, then indeed embrace it. And would you please send your questions to the Hope Interfaith Center. Jinelle and Amy will receive those at the Hope Interfaith Center, and they will give those and provide those for me, and we will answer them next week on our podcast next week. So thank you so much for joining us.